Hello everyone, it's Dr. Bhairavi, the Sky Priestess. I wanted to give you an update on what's happening today, September the 1st, September the 2nd, and September the 3rd, because there are some fairly major events going on. So, September the 1st, starting today, and just so you know, I did try doing this as an Instagram live, but Josh got super triggered. So, he's sitting in his uncle's room now, and I'm doing this as a pre recorded video. Now, September the 1st, Uranus stations retrograde at 27 Taurus. And, this is a normal thing. The Uranus retrograde is an annual event. It is nothing to worry about. It is going to be stationing direct on January the 30th, 2025. So, what does one do during a Uranus retrograde? One takes the time to discern. It is very important at this time to really cultivate and look at and examine your relationship with your own understanding of higher consciousness and the way you take in and express information through the third eye, through the throat in particular. I mean, of course, there are other organs and body systems involved, but these tend to be the focus, especially as Uranus is in Taurus. And Taurus tends to be focused around the cervical collar area. So things that you can do is to basically chill for a bit. If you are a very intense type of meditator, it may be time for you to pull back for a short while and allow your system to recalibrate, because there can be a lot of illusion and distortion in psychic and spiritual work when these major planetary bodies station retrograde, at least relative to the earthbound observers' point of view. So, this is the kind of time where you really just need to take care to cultivate how you perceive things and how you express things. At a 3D level, and I was having this conversation with a friend of mine earlier today, it is really time for us to be more reflective about our relationship with social media, with apps, with technology in general, and to really look at how and whether or not they help us cultivate a more refined awareness of who we are and our own development of our relationship with higher consciousness. Groupthink isn't a good thing. At the end of the day, you are here to have your own subjective personal experience. And if you give up your subjectivity to anyone or anything, you are missing the point. So Uranus stationing retrograde is a good reminder for you to come back to the tools of your discernment and to work on that, and to also see how interfaces with technology make you more or less vulnerable to picking up others' ideas or just going with the flow and not thinking through things yourself. It is also a time to be looking at the true strength of communities. And this is also something that I've been thinking about quite intensely, because I've been thinking about ways I can engage with the community more so without going into clickbait, without going into that more hyper stylized version of business that you see on social media apps all over the place. That's just not my way of doing things. But I would like to find a more sustainable way in which I can reach out to community, provide my services, and also receive the support that I need to pay my bills, do my work in the world, and have more ease and grace and support for myself and my family. So this is also something that has been on my mind. It is about how we create sustainable networks and how we support each other. Anuki also agrees. She very much agrees on this point. And it is always a blessing to hear her. So that is September the 1st. September the 2nd, we see Pluto re-entering Capricorn. And see, Pluto's re-entry into Capricorn is what makes this Pluto retrograde quite significant. Pluto has been dancing on that Capricorn Aquarius cusp since 2023. And right now it's about to re-enter Capricorn for the last time in our lifetimes. Unless any of you are going to be living for hundreds and hundreds of years, basically for most of us, it's going to be the last time we see Pluto in Capricorn in our lifetimes. So Pluto re-enters Capricorn September the 2nd. It continues on its retrograde till October the 12th, which is a big day. Because not only does Pluto station direct, we also see Thereus leaving Virgo, entering Libra on the same day. October the 12th is a major time. And for those of you who observe it, it also overlaps with the Navaratri celebrations that you see honoring the goddess in many forms. So I find that significant too. Now, Pluto, as it moves direct in Capricorn from October the 12th onwards, will move through Capricorn until November the 19th. And the way I see it is that this phase, September the 2nd to November the 19th, is very much like a gauntlet, because it is going to be the last time we have this opportunity to look deeply, to look powerfully, to engage with and exercise our will to unearth whatever distortions we have with the superstructure, with our relationship with power, with our relationship with ancestors, with our relationships with what we understand and see as success. So this is a time where we must be clear with our will, what it is we need to change, what it is we need to do, what it is we need to transform, so that we can finally build together sustainably. So this is a very powerful time. It's one of the reasons why, in addition to the eclipse, I opened up additional time slots, because I know you're going to be feeling it September the 2nd onwards. This is when shit is going to get really, really real. September, October this year. From that point onwards, all of you would have crossed the decision point that will set up the unfolding of very, very many chapters for all of you ahead. So these two months are extremely important. Now, September the 3rd, we see the new moon at 11 degrees of Virgo. I will be announcing some specials at this time, because I started this work during a Virgo new moon at this point more than a decade ago. So I'm going to be announcing a special around that time, just as a thank you for your continued faith in my work, your continued support for what I do and how I do it, and also as a means of giving back to community at this very, very critical time. But it is a two-way relationship, so do your part and show up and wait for the announcement. And in general, the new moon is also going to be a great time for you to be setting those seeds for how you want to create sustainable change in this world, what you need to do to take care of your material needs and practical requirements in this life, what boundaries you need to draw, what do you need to do for your health, what do you need to do for your daily living space, your daily workspace and work habits. These are all things to also think through, which will be coming up around the new moon itself. So all in all, there is a lot of spiritual and psychic energy that is being concentrated and activated in different ways on September the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Self-care is key. When you feel ready, go deal with what you need to deal with. But for now, just observe, allow the energies to settle. There'll be more movement September 6th, September 7th onwards as we head towards the eclipse. So that's a wrap. Take care. Very many blessings. Ciao, ciao for now. Bye-bye.